like just a race right now, so I'm still kind of out of breath trying to get out here to make a video. But I thought that I would share a little bit of the farm with you all. And this is my front porch where I spend a lot of time. Oh my goodness, the cat just scared the crap out of me. And that's the kids' pool. There's just a little bit of water in there. I have to clean it out tomorrow. But the kitten just fell in the water, so sorry. That's hilarious. And these are our grapevines. So yeah, this is our view. Oh, that's Crazy Mama. And there's Crazy Kitten that fell in the pool. This is our hill. We come out here in the dark at night. I mean, right now it's like 8:30, but we come out here at night and we shine the flashlight to see what we can see. And there is my shop. So we're going to walk over there. Oh, and take a walk. I'll show you our progress. That there is one of our many buildings. That's just like a utility shed, and we're going to be building a back porch over here eventually. There is a back door, but we have it blocked off, and this whole wall back here from there to there has to be rebuilt. So that's going to be our next project, because that used to be an exterior porch and they walled it in the best they could. And like this right here is my bathroom, and they built a bathroom in the 80s for the old gent that was living here. He went that long using the outhouse, which is this little building right here. That is our outhouse. There's Brian's backhoe, which is super duper handy to have. This is some of the wood for my shop. So this is the first we framed this whole wall in the fall time. And this right here is the doorway. So just imagine that this is where a door is going to be. Okay, I'm out here in my slippers. I'm going to build a better step than this. And this is what we've done this week. These are my window frames. So I'm going to have 2 double hung windows. One here, one over there. And this building is 20 by 20. As you can see, the floor needs some help. After we're done framing and before we do the roof, we're going to pour a new floor. That there, in case you're wondering, is a would-be catcher, and you have no idea. We've seen in action these last few days just how well that thing works, because out here we knocked this whole wall down, so there were a lot of bees living in the wood, and we roused them all up, and they were all out here. That's my garden, by the way. Look at all the frickin' weeds. They were all flying around, and every single one that was flying around ended up in that box and in that bottle. So, and even a hornet. So I don't know if there's any. There might not be any still alive in there. But this back here is kind of low, so it's not going to be too low for me, but it's probably only going to end up being like, I don't know, maybe less than 6 feet, maybe 5'7"-ish. But I'm thinking on this back wall, I'm going to put all countertop and shelving or cabinets below. And then maybe have some of the cabinet counters come this way. And then starting halfway down here, I want to just have tall shelving of some sort to put most of my art supplies. This back area is going to be soap. My soap and my candles. They're going to be this back wall and possibly a little bit onto here. But in the middle of the floor here I want to have not like a huge craft table, because you know what happens with huge tables. But I want to have a table, a big enough table that more than one person could art here. And these posts are going to have to stay there. So I figured I'd utilize them and put power, electricity, and outlets there. And then this front corner here by the window, from the door to the window, I want to make that my sanctuary space, where I'm going to put a couch and a little table and, you know, have it set up for my Zen space. I mean, the whole building is going to be my Zen space, but that's what I'm thinking for that. And then that corner, I want to have some lower cabinets underneath the window. And then if I had to put cabinets in between the two windows, or, you know, have an extension of Zen, I would do that. But that's roughly what I'm thinking. You know, it's all going to change, obviously, when it's done. But I definitely, no matter what, the most definite thing is that this corner under the window is going to be my Zen corner. I want a couch under the window that I can sit and I can enjoy the peace. I'm sorry. We have a drug dealer down the road, so somebody's making a drug run right now. And I know for a fact that this back wall, because the ceiling is so low, I'm going to have counters that come out so that I could be further back from that really low point in the ceiling. So this back wall is definitely going to be counter space, and this corner is definitely going to be Zen. And the rest of it, we're going to play by ear. But this is we poured last fall, we set up the forms to pour cement wall, but we didn't get the wall done because it started getting just cold enough that I don't think that the cement would have set up right. But we have to pour the front. We have to get rid of all these rocks, which came from the garden. So we're going to have to do something about all those. And then that's a building over there, which, if you're wondering why we're not using that, it's because it's falling apart and the cinder blocks underneath are falling apart. That there is an old horse barn that is also falling apart. You know, it stinks because all of the big buildings here are all, you know, falling apart. And then this is where we store some of our firewood. Our stove wood, which is our kitchen stove, is gas and wood. So we have the wood for the kitchen right here, and then that is the door for our chicken coop. And this is Brian's camper, which is actually like from the 60s. It's pretty neat. And then one thing I really find to be fascinating is living out in the woods in the country, because like the whole time I've been talking to you, we just had to flatten all this out, and then the backhoe got stuck over there the other day because it rained so much. So Brian's had to flatten it out. This little tractor too is worth its weight in gold. But I've been listening to sounds in the woods the entire time I've been recording, and it's just awesome because I feel like woods are just so... Oh, the fireflies have started too. See if he'll light up for us. Ooh, did you see that little flicker? There he is, there he is. I hope you can catch that. Lots of fireflies over here tonight. Must be because the humidity picked back up. But I always find the woods, even when I lived up north, the little bit of woods that I had to be in, it's always so magical. This is what we've been moving this week, is this stuff, which was out by my building. And then that's where Brian got stuck. And then that's my kitchen window right there. As you can see, my house needs to be washed. That's Brian's trailer. He works out of there. And that's a field. We are turning that into our orchard. And we actually cut a ton of trees at the tree line down. So we actually opened up probably about a half an acre there. Listen to my beautiful air conditioner. And then, you know, we use the trailers for storage. A lot of my household stuff that I haven't either thrown out or, you know, sold. And a lot of the stuff that we are just holding on to is in this here. And then that's where we run our business out of there. And there's our business. And there's Brian's truck. And there's mine. And we're rounding back to the front. But I watched Laura's video today, the Jersey Crafter, and she inspired me to walk around my farm because she's been doing a lot of that herself. Like, look at this pot. Sorry, I'm out of breath. Very tired today. Very sunburned. We found this pot in the woods, so I'm going to put something in it. And kids' stuff everywhere. But, if you want to, we can just So I hope you all enjoyed hanging out at the farm tonight and seeing what we've been getting done. And hopefully I'll have some new progress videos on my studio. Hopefully we can get some more work done. It's pretty hot. It's pretty hot in the sun, so you know, it's going to take some work. And I was looking for possible feedback for heating it. I was thinking about getting 2, I already have 1, but using 2 of those infrared heaters. I didn't know if they would work. You know, we have equipment that I can set up for heating, but I'm just thinking so I can get in there without the time it takes to set up heating equipment. So I was thinking about 2 of those infrared heaters would probably heat a 20 by 20 space. You know, by the time we insulate and... Oh, more drugs. By the time we insulate, and in case you're wondering, that barn down there is a tobacco barn. That's where they used to smoke the tobacco. That's where they used to process it. But by the time we're done, it's probably going to be more like, you know, 18 by 18 by the time we finish insulating it. So I didn't know if you people had any experience. I've had experience with those infrared heaters. Oh, they're fighting. It's hilarious. I've had a little bit of experience, and it did a good job warming up the space I had to warm up. But I imagine that 2 would warm it up a lot better, you know. So I didn't know if anybody had any experience with those, if you could give me some feedback while we watch my cats flip out on each other. There she goes to attack her mother. Man, if we went out and attacked our mothers, we'd have the dickens beat out of us. Well, anyway, I love you all. Thanks for hanging. Ta-ta for now.